folks. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Doug with News and Views by Doug. So, a quick note. Yesterday we talked about how the truce with Iran was supposed to expire today. There's been no new peace talks, but President Trump decided to give the Iranians another 3 to 5 days. Well, what did they do in return? They attacked 2 container ships in the Persian Gulf and took custody of the ships and those sailors on board the ships. And, the civilian government's no longer in charge. It's been reported that the IRGC has taken over. And, there's not going to be a quick end in sight. Hopefully the people will rise up and take back their nation. So, back on April 16th on this podcast, we were talking about a guy here in San Diego who is constantly running for office. He has no other purpose in life, apparently. He is now running for his 3rd time trying to become a congressman in San Diego County, and he's lost the previous 2 times, and he's running in 3rd. He also ran for mayor of Chula Vista, large city, 2nd largest in San Diego County, and he failed to win that seat. This guy's just, in my personal opinion, a complete piece of shit. He posted an image on his Facebook page where he's in his naval uniform. He's a Lieutenant JG in the Navy Reserve. This guy, in that photo and his information, he basically misrepresented himself. He said he was a member of Naval Intelligence, but he's actually a member of the Public Affairs Office. And in his Facebook postings, he claims that he's a leader of men, a leader of sailors, Marines, airmen, all stuff. No, you're not. Not in the Public Affairs Office. No, you're not. So, anyways, after he posted his information and posted a photo of him in uniform for his political campaign, I contacted the Navy's Inspector General's office the very next day in Washington, D.C. They got back to me almost immediately. We spoke. I voiced my concerns. And they emailed me a couple of times and basically said that I was never going to hear from them again. And then I got an email last week saying, no, I would hear from them. I got that email this morning and I'm going to read it to you. I put on my reading glasses. I can't see without it. So this came from the commander of the Navy Reserve Force, Office of the Inspector General. And it's greetings, good morning to me. And it says that the Office of the Inspector General has final cognizance over your IG complaint and allegations that Lieutenant JG Campa-Najjar misused his military position in his political campaign. This correspondence is to notify you that Lieutenant JG Campa-Najjar's chain of command was notified of your allegations and enacted corrective action. Well, right there, Navy saying, yeah, he did wrong. So, it says, since the chain of command engagement, Lieutenant J.G. Campa-Najjar's official campaign page photos and disclaimer have been edited to comply with the Department of Defense Directive 1344.10. However, there is content on the subject's campaign Facebook page that warrants further scrutiny by his Naval Reserve chain of command. Therefore, these remain social media concerns, and they were referred to the Commander, Navy Reserve Forces Command on the 22nd of April, 2026 for action deemed appropriate. So basically they're saying, yeah, he did wrong. He screwed up. Excuse me for that. It says, considering the foregoing information, the IG will take no further action and considers this case closed. Oh, man. Let me get something to drink here, folks. Sorry about that. I talk too much. So basically, what I'm getting from this email is that he did wrong. They've taken corrective action, and they're continuing to take corrective action. And now the Inspector General's out of it, but not his commanding officers. This guy's not good for America. He's not good for San Diego. He's not good for any of us. But the labor unions are backing him. The Democratic Socialists of America are backing him. They're communists. And here's the one thing that happened earlier this week, and I posted about that. Campa-Najjar's grandfather was the mastermind of the 1972 Munich Olympics massacre, where Palestinian terrorists went into Munich and went into the Olympic Village, captured the Israeli athletes, and murdered them all. They were able to get away with the promise of letting the hostages go, the hostages that they hadn't killed at the village. And they didn't. They killed them all. Israel's Mossad eventually found them all and killed them all. But here's the thing about Campa-Najjar. He posted on his Facebook page, took it down fairly quickly, but it was already captured by his opponents, and they reposted his comments, where he called his murderous grandfather a leader and a hero. Sorry, folks. This son of a bitch doesn't even belong in the country, much less in our Navy or in our Congress. Anyways, I hope you like these videos. Hope you will subscribe, give a thumbs up. Hey, if you don't like them, give a thumbs down and leave a comment, pro or con. But let me know what your opinion is. Anyways, folks, be safe out there. Take care.